Hey there, a lot of interesting things have happened in Xena over the last couple of weeks, and a lot of interesting things have happened just in general in the world of AI and e commerce. As we all know, a lot of tech companies that have launched their AI model or AI offering more recently have been trolled heavily because of their terrible output. For example, Google's AI search summary feature that was launched, it was massively criticized because a lot of the results that it was providing was either inaccurate, funny, or highly irrelevant to the question being asked. I remember, for example, somebody asked how many rocks should a person eat in a day, and the AI answer that Google generated was that it is recommended that a person eat at least one rock a day to stay healthy. So just an example of how the system can be gamed pretty easily, knowingly or unknowingly, in the space. And a large company like Google, with almost infinite resources and tons and tons and tons of data to play around with, and probably one of the smart the a company filled with smartest engineers in the world, and if they are able to make this, it's kind of scary, the situation that we are in right now. But I truly believe that companies like us, company like Xena, and other our peers of mine working in the AI e-commerce space are the true flag bearers of the growth of e-commerce. But because we have all the incentive in the world to be innovative, to think out of the box, to differentiate ourselves from all the existing offerings, and to provide true value to our customers. And if that means incorporating aspects of AI and LLM into our solution, if it helps, I think companies like us, startups like Xena, are in a very good position to test it out and actually implement it without having the bureaucratic issues that a large company like Google may have. We've also had 4 new customer signups this month alone. 4 new Xena 360 customers, and a lot more Xena Foresight customers who we have not started charging yet. A lot of interesting things. The Xena Foresight tool that we launched last month has been really helpful, really addictive to say the least, to a lot of customers who have started coming into a pipeline, which who wouldn't have normally if Xena Foresight did not exist. So that's a really good sign. We have received some really, really good feedback from our current users. And as every week goes, we have started implementing new features that our users and potential customers would find extremely helpful. I think it's about time, given the feedback that you have received, that we may consider starting to monetize Xena Foresight as a standalone tool. But as it stands right now, Xena 360 is really, really valuable for us. We haven't had a churn in a while, and I'm very proud of the work that my engineering team has been able to do with both Foresight and 360 and all the other new features that we are currently building on. They're tremendous, they're cutting edge, they're innovative. They are, like I said earlier, the true flag bearers of innovation in AI. One of the most fascinating things I find about platforms like Amazon and e-commerce in general is that it gives opportunities to certain products or product categories that might have otherwise never seen the light of day. For example, one of our customers, one of the brands that we manage, Charlie's Compost, was started by a person who used to be in finance. He left his corporate life and started spending his time in a farm. He has a lot of chickens, and the chicken excrement, chicken shit, is used to make a compost which sells tremendously on Amazon because we manage it. I'm amazed to see the sales velocity, the data that comes in, keywords that people search for. It's just truly fascinating. It's just one example where uh, the aspect of e-commerce is often overlooked in the media, or often not given the hype that it deserves, where it gives opportunities for small businesses, for unique products to thrive and get a global or national, even a global audience, which otherwise they wouldn't have got. And I'm proud to be a part of an organization that helps companies like this survive and thrive. Also, I had recorded a video on the things to keep in mind before one launches an e-commerce store. In this day and age, the barrier to entry for an e-commerce store to be launched is very, very, very low. It's very easy. It's not really capital intensive, but there are a few things to keep in mind, which I've shared in a video that I recorded earlier. I'll link it in this article as well. Xena is currently fundraising between 750 to 1.2 million. Our goal is that as e-commerce keeps evolving, as we create new features, as we acquire more customers, I think we are in a prime position, given our value, given our retention, given the product market fit that we have displayed over the last 2 years. We are in a very good position to be able to acquire even more customers, to have more flexibility to try out new things, to have more to fill our top of the funnel pipeline, and also try out new things to push all these leads down the funnel as well. We are in a very, very prime position, given the fact that our software is easy to implement, easy to see value, and extremely sticky given our current customers. And also the fact that every single day thousands of new brands enter the e-commerce space, given the vast ocean of um, our target customers who are ICPs, who are in the wild right now. I think now is right time to raise some funds to be able to give us enough of a leeway, enough of opportunity to invest in further acquiring customers. And as we acquire more customers, we collect more data. We need to be more. We need to have a more robust backend to support all the massive data that we keep collecting, and also use all the data that we have to further improve our algorithm, and in turn provide much more value to our customers as well. In conclusion, e-commerce is growing at a rapid pace. In my vision, e-commerce will grow to such a space that the barrier to entry will continue to keep reducing. But one thing to keep in mind that we have generally observed is that the brands need the right tools, the right toolkit, the right people, the right partners to succeed, regardless of the fact whether you're a Nestle or your Charlie's compost, regardless of how big or small or what category you're in. The future in e-commerce lies in the hands of those brands who are able to adapt quickly, who are able to adapt new tools like Xena, who are able to utilize the newest technologies in the form of AI or LLMs to further bolster their competitive advantage in a space that is increasingly getting competitive, that is increasingly expanding, and that is increasingly evolving with time.